The Haunting of Shadow Lake. Looking for a bone-chilling mystery that will keep you on the edge of your seat? Then look no further. The Haunting of Shadow Lake. Join Midnight Murmurs as we uncover the dark secrets of a small town haunted by its past. Like and subscribe to our channel for more thrilling tales of suspense and horror. Once Alice Parker arrived in the Shadow Lake, she quickly recognized that something was amiss. The warm grin of the townspeople were forced, and their hospitality felt like a facade for something deeper. It was as if the town was hiding a secret, one that Alice was anxious to unearth. As she began her inquiry, Alice immediately realized that the disappearance were not an unique incident. Numerous travelers had gone missing over the years, and the town seems to have a habit of covering up their disappearance. Alice realized she had to step carefully if she wanted to get to the bottom of the mystery. When she dug deeper, Alice uncovered the town's horrible past. She heard legends of a cursed area and the bargain made between the people and the spirits. She learned about the yearly sacrifices done to appease the spirits, and the punishment that occurred when the settler failed to fulfill their end of the contract. Despite her attempts, Alice struggled to locate clear evidence of the town's grim history. The villagers were tight-lipped, and any physical evidence seems to have been lost or destroyed. It seems as though the community were determined to keep its secret hidden. Yet Alice was determined to find the truth. She searched historical archives and interviewed everybody who would talk to her. She knew that the key to solving the riddle lied somewhere in the town's past, and she was determined to discover it. As the research continued, Alice felt nervous. It seems as if the spirits of the cursed country were following her every move, telling her to stay away. Yet Alice refused to be intimidated. She was a journalist, and it was her responsibility to unearth the truth, no matter how unpleasant it may be. So Alice began her inquiry, determined to learn the truth behind the disappearance at Shadow Lake. Little did she know that her pursuit for the truth would lead her down a path that would test her luck and challenge her belief about the world. As Alice explores deeper into the history of Shadow Lake, she begins to uncover a web of evil secrets that have been kept concealed for decades. She talked with the local historian, an elderly man named William, who has lived in the town his entire life. William tells her the narrative of how the town was created on a cursed soil, and how the settlers made a deal with the spirits of the land to develop and thrive in exchange for a yearly sacrifice. For many years, the spirits were happy with the offerings, and the village proposed, but one year the settlers failed to fulfill their end of the contract, and the spirits were engaged. Since then, the ghosts have been plaguing the community with their presence, demanding more sacrifices and wreaking chaos and ruin. When Alice listens to the story, she feels a chill down her spine. The concept of the spirits possessing a human being and seeking revenge is both horrifying and fascinating. William says that numerous locals have been possessed by the ghosts, and they are now seeking revenge for the broken bargain. Alice realized that it is the cause behind unacceptable disappearance of the tourists, and she knows that she must work fast to unearth the truth and put an end to the ghost's reign of terror. The historian revealed that there is a ceremony that can banish the ghosts back to where they came from, but it requires particular objects and must be done at a precise time and place. Alice and William continue to acquire the essential goods, and while they do, Alice can't get off the feeling that they are being watched. As she glances around, she observes several flocks staring at them with dark, lifeless eyes. She understands with a jolt that they have already been possessed by ghosts, and that the time is running out. With a sense of urgency, Alice and William race to prepare for the ceremony, knowing that the fate of the village rests in their hands. While Alice and the historian gathered the appropriate object to complete the ritual, the village was unnaturally quiet. The once amicable townspeople had returned to their homes, possibly dreading the consequences of banishing the spirits. Alice couldn't help but feel a sense of dread as she prepared for the ceremony. The historian outlined the steps of the ritual, and they began to chant the incantation. The air around them began to get thick and oppressive, and Alice felt a chill run down her spine. The spirit began to manifest before their eyes, their forms changing and twisting in the air. Alice could feel their warmth and anguish as they recognized what was happening. Yet Alice and the historian preserved and with each other, passing seconds, the spirit began to diminish. Finally, with a thunderous burst of energy, the spirits were sent back to where they came from. The town was silent once more, and Alice let out a big breath of relief. Yet her relief was short-lived when she turned to leave the town. She felt a cold hand on her shoulder. She turned around to see the possessed folks standing before her. Their eyes glazed over and their voices shouting in unison. They cautioned her that the ghost would never be fully gone again, and that she should leave the town while she could. Alice obeyed their advice and left the town, but she couldn't shake off the feeling that she had left something unfinished behind. While she pinned her piece about the town's haunting past, she couldn't help but worry if the spirit would continue to haunt the area forever. Thank you for joining me on this spooky journey into the haunting of Shadow Lake. If you love mysteries and ghost stories, be sure to subscribe to Midnight Murmurs for more thrilling tales. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. And if you have any suggestions for the future stories or just want to say hello, just drop a comment below. Until next time, stay cautious and keep on murmuring. Also note that I'm not a native English speaker, but I wanna share my journey to getting better at speaking and narrating, and hope this help you and have a good night sleep.